What's up, folks? Today we have a very special interview with the Michael Todd Miller. And yes, he has a middle name. We're going to be talking about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
And I find you to be an inspiring entrepreneur with so many different ventures, so much inspiration. And we're going to dive into that today.
It's nice to hear that for the first time.
Oh my God, shady. So for those of you who don't know, this is my partner and business partner.
And boss. Okay, I'll stop joking now.
Oh my God. So I'm going to briefly introduce you.
Okay.
This is your introduction. Michael Todd Miller,
Excited to hear it.
entrepreneur, real estate mogul, media connoisseur, speaker, and lifelong flirt.
And I help people. I'm a good coach.
You help people. So let's dive into your entrepreneurial journey. Tell me about your motivations for starting both HomeFound Real Estate Group and your other ventures.
I was actually working with, I built out this chatbot that has a lot of my neurolinguistic training in it so that I could explore how to help people better and, to be better, at life myself in general. And to be honest with you, the reason I started the job it was a real estate job, was to make money. I wanted money. I wanted to be able to have the things that I wanted to have. Like, I think that's where a lot of us start, is thinking about what's my paycheck going to look like. And it wasn't until we did this exercise, like the core values, which I thought was really powerful. And my goals were always set, like I want to close 10 million into sales, 20 million sales, 30, whatever. The barometer always changes, and
Milestone.
Yeah, and the fulfillment fades. Yeah, it comes and it goes. We did this exercise on core values, and I came to realize that my number one core value is freedom. And in the beginning, money meant freedom. Buy the things I want, do what I want. And then I wanted time. Time meant freedom. And my goal switched to time because I built a business on 140 open houses a year, sacrificed my time for money, but then I wanted my time back. And then it became time and money. And now for me, I think as I focus on like the value of freedom, I want to be able to be fully present for you, for our family, and to help other people. Freedom to me looks like all of those things and living a life that feels purposeful.
Because when you started real estate year one, how much did you do in sales?
10 million in sales in year one.
Which, for context, per like NAR statistics, National Association of Realtors, 90% of realtors sell one deal or less a year.
Yeah.
Isn't it some statistics like that?
Like 2025, 78% of realtors didn't sell anything.
Yeah, so 78% of realtors didn't sell anything. And not many realtors in their first year sell 10 million.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your most pivotal moments in some of your entrepreneurial ventures.
Becoming an entrepreneur, starting businesses, and leading people is very humbling. Or if you want to survive in it, you need to learn to be humble. There's a lot of leaders out there that are very certain and sure of themselves, and people follow them because that's like attractive. A leader who's like, this is the way it is, but they don't stay with them. Like you don't stay with someone it's only their way or the highway. And that's never the business I've wanted to have. You and I built this business together. I never wanted to do it alone. And now we have like 8 other people doing it with us. And in order to maintain that sense of collaboration and community, I constantly have to be flexible so that I can lead people better.
So tell me more about some of the strategies you employ for this success. Like, how do you overcome challenges or persevere through? Like, what are those strategies that you employ?
I think Gary Keller said this, that great leaders create great leaders. And I thought that was cool. And I think all great leaders have a leader, you follow, and it's so, I want to be in rooms where I'm not the smartest or the most successful. And I also want to be in rooms where I am and I can help people. I think navigating those two spaces has helped me constantly grow.
Yeah, they talk about the lead heart cell in a petri dish. Leaders often are in those capacities. I feel like entrepreneurship is one of those things where, like, to put it in the sense of a metaphor, you're the captain of a ship and you're departing from the port, and the port is safety, and you know where the ground is, you can see it, and you're venturing into the clouds, which is the unknown. And as the leader and the entrepreneur, you're leading folks, empowering folks to see the vision of where you're going without seeing that physically in front of you. You have a clear vision of what that looks like. You're on the sail ship and like you've left the shore and the shore behind you. Some people are going to jump off the boat because they're most comfortable seeing where the shore is.
Yeah.
But being led by an entrepreneur who has a strong vision of where we're going, I think you ultimately land somewhere new, and that doesn't come without its challenges.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about your impact on the industry you're in.
Okay. Can I make one point real fast?
Yeah.
I liked what you said about that, like, just going off into the unknown, because I think a lot of people look at leaders who are really confident and they're like, yeah, I need to be really confident to be able to be a leader and to accomplish things. And I think what I've realized is that confidence actually comes at the end. Great leaders learn to trust themselves before they become confident, right? So you make the decision to leave port, and you can't be confident because you've never been to the place before, but you trust yourself along the journey. And I think that took a little bit of pressure off me when I realized that confidence is great when you have it, you earn it, but trusting yourself is really the path forward.
If you're going to do something no one's done before or that you've never done before, there's risk involved and it's uncomfortable. For me, what I think about is Canyon County pride. It's like, I knew I wanted to throw this thing that would change people's lives. I didn't know how we're gonna do that, but I said we're gonna do it. And so here we end up in some version of that. But tell us about your impact on the real estate industry in your career.
Yeah, I think real estate is the vehicle. I think it's a cool job. You make a lot of money, and it's very, very stressful and very difficult. And at the end of the day, I don't know that just selling houses is going to be enough for me. So real estate is the vehicle through which we initiate change in our community, like person by person, transaction. We planted these seeds of like a community that we want to see. And, the bigger picture is always what drives the boat now. It's like, how do we help others create safe spaces and build a community that we want to live in? And like, in order to do that, you have to do it piece by piece. And we're lucky with real estate because we meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
And so that message, I think, has been carried through. Within like 6 years, we have almost 300 5-star reviews, many of them mentioning like the holistic approach that we take towards real estate. And I think it's 68% of people don't trust realtors. There was a poll that, and like, in some ways, maybe we're redefining that with our business.
People work with you because they know, like, and trust you. And if I were to speak to what the impact is on our industry, it's that we are giving a definite voice to underrepresented groups in the state. We're Idaho's #1 LGBTQ-owned real estate team. We're proud to say that. There are, of course, other LGBTQ plus realtors in the state, but given the context and the political climate, that's not something that most folks would be proud of. And we're very proud of that. We help a lot of people, and those people see through us and through what we're doing an opportunity to be connected, be in community, find a place to call home. And home is not just what you find on Zillow. It's an experience you have with us at HomeFound. So if I were to summarize some of the key takeaways from your entrepreneurial venture, I would say that it feels like there's a true importance on connection and being having an impact on people's lives. What other things would you say?
I would say it's about the journey and not the destination. Once you've reached your destination, the journey's over. And like, I don't know.
New one.
Or yeah, when you look at life that way, like destination to destination, the whole thing is a journey. Like the real destination, like I hope this doesn't get too dark, but the real destination is to complete your life. Like that's really where we're all going. And in the interim, everything is the journey. So enjoy the journey, because the people who fail more are more successful. The people who put themselves out more have more connection. And in a way, it's like, just be okay to fail, trust yourself, and enjoy the journey.
And we talk a lot about in NLP that you sort of, everything is feedback. So all the things that you can experience them as failure or feedback. Mm-hmm. And reframing failure as feedback are, I would say, in most entrepreneurs' experiences, the most valuable parts of their journey.
Yeah.
So the other thing is, it's natural for entrepreneurs to have many things. Like, to your point, you get to some destination or some completion point, and you're like, well, what's the next venture? And I think that is entrepreneurship, is to have a creative ability to see problems or see opportunities, create solutions, and monetize them.
You should have done this interview.
Well, Michael Miller, thank you so much for being here on this episode of Interviewing the Entrepreneur. You are so fierce, and we'll catch you on the next episode.